Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into the details of today's video, I just want to give you guys a huge thank you for showing me so much love on my first YouTube video. I was so nervous on tackling this new challenge. I didn't know if people would like me. I didn't know if people would follow me from my other platforms. I didn't know if people would like the longer form content. And it was really nerve-wracking to just get in front of the camera and talk to you guys and show you guys a little bit more of my personality and a little less of my hands. My hands have been the star of the show for the past 3 years of my content creator journey. So in today's video, we are going to be continuing the spring cleaning theme. It's just something about spring to me that just shouts rejuvenation, new life, something blossoming in your life and reaping what you've sowed in your winter season. And upon this new season, I have also been offered a new job. I will be starting a new job in about a week now. And once again, if you came from TikTok, you know that I've been working in the corporate world for a while now, for like the past 3 years, and I really needed a break from that lifestyle and that environment. It just wasn't doing me justice. So I took a break from like August last year to about now. Now I feel ready to jump back into the corporate world and work your standard 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully it does not drain me of my entire personality. I'm a little nervous about that, but I'm gonna be positive, I'm gonna be optimistic with this new opportunity. I'm gonna be very grateful. So what this video is going to be about today is just preparing for my new job. I'm going to be decluttering things and just trying to make my life easier, because with this new job, I'm gonna have to adapt to their work culture, their schedule, their wants and needs. And I just really want to make sure that my home is prepared for that, as well as myself. For today's task beverage, I'm going to be trying this Slate coffee. It is really high in protein and not that high in calories, so hopefully it tastes good. That is actually really freaking good. All right, let's get started. The first task is organizing my cleaning supplies because this has been long overdue. And of course, my camera does not record me taking out all of my sponges. This video is off to a great start already. Even though I am a really clean person, organization isn't necessarily my strongest suit. I can definitely organize things and make it look pretty and everything's in its rightful spot, but keeping it that way, that is something that I struggle with. I think it's a reason that my fiance and me get along so well, because I'm like the really clean and sanitizing person, and he's the one who keeps everything organized, so it just works. As you can see, I'm really second guessing exactly where I want my sponges to be, but that's just what organization is. It's putting something and see if it fits right, and if it doesn't, you gotta find another way.
But recently I just don't care. I'm a new bitch with a new style, got a new car and a new house, and I'm dyeing my hair. And I finally feel alive now, and I wanna bleach my eyebrows, and now I just don't care. I don't care, and I don't care. I don't.
And everything is now all set up. I love this drawer so much. It's always been one of my favorites. Alright guys, the next thing that we're going to be organizing are my cleaning cabinets. Emphasis on cabinets. I have 3. And I really don't know how I got 3, because I think that I have enough space in both cabinets to not need a third, but that is exactly why we're going to reorganize it. This is the first cabinet and it's under the kitchen sink. Fair warning, it is so disorganized. When I clean, I kind of just throw the products back in here. As you can see, this is pretty disorganized. It's just thrown in here. The next cabinet is the one behind me. I put it here just for easy access. This cabinet was originally for any spillover that I had from that cabinet, and then just turned into the main storage bin. I don't even know anymore.
Oh my god.
As you can see, this cabinet clearly has a lot of unutilized space, and the last cabinet is over here, and this is where I have like my bulk products, but I do really think that they could fit in that cabinet, so let's see. This cabinet really isn't the worst, but that's just because it's their bulk products, so they're not that many in there. but again, a lot of unutilized space. I am also simultaneously filming a TikTok, so you guys are gonna see a little behind the scenes of that as well.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted. You made dumb assumptions. Clearly not your forte. Clearly don't be fucking. You've been fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know. And you was talking freaky, like you was gonna show out. Started losing interest. I started to zone out. You was fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know. Really didn't think it gon' like this. Should've stayed my ass at.
Alright guys, so I took out all of the cleaning products and this was pretty eye-opening for me. I knew I have a lot, but I did not know I had this much, and half of me is regretting it, thinking that I should have cleaned one cabinet at a time. But nonetheless, let's sort this out. Also, for some of you guys who don't know me, I do make cleaning content, which explains all of this. I swear I'm not a hoarder. It's just that people who follow me, they really like variety in the products. And I swear, I do like all of these products as well. It's really hard to explain it to people. It's a very niche type thing. But the girls who get it, and the ones who don't.
Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you. Keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place.
And would you look at that? It all fits. My vision was correct. I'm so happy that this task is done. I'm not sure how long it'll stay that way, but here's to hoping. Also decided to dye my hair black. My hair is a little bit of a dark brown right now, and I just feel more confident with jet black hair. Also, since I've been pretty much working from home until now, I haven't really put that much effort into myself, so I went ahead and just dyed my hair black so I can feel better about myself. I also went to go get a lash lift and a brow lamination. It did work on my brows, but the chemical compound did not penetrate my eyelashes, so I'm stuck with straight eyelashes for now. The lady was really nice and didn't charge me, but I'm gonna go back and try a second round with a new chemical to see if that will work. Alright guys, today we are going to be cleaning out my closet. I haven't cleaned out my closet since I moved here about 6 months ago, so there's been a lot of clothes that I took from New York that I'm just not really wearing anymore. And this was something that I was supposed to do on Monday of this week when I cleaned out my cleaning supplies, but I've been procrastinating until now, and today is Wednesday, so let's get started. I also want to do this as quick as possible. I'm not going to be trying on everything. I'm just going to glance at it and then see whether or not I keep it. I have decided that I'm just going to put all the hanger clothes on the bed and choose from here. Alright, never mind. I know what I said, but this is like a third of what's been on the hangers, and this is a lot. So I don't want to get too overwhelmed, and we're just going to start with this pile first. This flannel, my fiance and me have co-custody of, and it holds a lot of sentimental value. He actually gave me this flannel on our first date because I was chilly, so we're keeping this one. So when it comes to organizing my closet, I'm not sure if the whole color coordination thing actually works for me. That's kind of what I had going for me before I took everything out. But now that I'm starting a new job, I think I want to put all my work clothes in the front and all of my more casual stuff in the back. And I could loosely color code, but I'm not sure yet. All right now we're gonna ignore all of that and just hang up all of the clothes that I'm keeping.
Girls like me don't cry. Girls like me pretend that we don't.
As you can see, I did a loose color coding, but I mainly just split it between my corporate clothes and my casual clothes. Now we're gonna tackle this.
Cry. Em không muốn là phải âu sầu. Em không muốn là phải chờ lâu. Mà đừng có một phép nhiệm màu thì em mong bình yên như lúc đầu. Sao năm mai lại rơi như thế? Em vẫn luôn tỏ ra mây mê. Em chỉ muốn rủ đi vào không gian chẳng tình cờ.
Since I finally have piles that pretty much sort everything, I'm gonna go and dump more clothes onto this pile.
Em anh sẽ không ngờ thơ đến và đi tựa như giấc mơ. Thức giữa đêm và nắm tay em này, baby boy. Girls like me don't cry. Girls like me pretend we don't cry.
These are all of my crew neck sweaters or just big sweaters. These are all of my t-shirts and tank tops. These are all of my jeans. These are my workout clothes. Those are my shorts. Those are some of my work pants. I have more in drawers. And those are just lounge t-shirts or cleaning t-shirts because they're already stained with bleach. Here is the finished look. I know it doesn't look that different from how it looked when I first started, but for me, it definitely does. Just because I have organized it in a way that works for me. So now I can no longer say that I don't have anything to wear. And I also think that I got rid of a pretty good amount. So I'm gonna bag it up and drop it off at the donation center sometime this week. Last thing that we have to do to prep for the new week is meal prep. I'm going to be prepping both breakfast and lunch as well as a couple snacks. So the first thing that I'm making is homemade bagels. Strawberries are in season here in Florida, so I washed and chopped up a bunch of them to make homemade jam. Fun fact, we actually got all of these strawberries for free because the farmers had a little bit of an issue and they weren't quote unquote perfect, so you couldn't sell them in grocery stores, but they were still good enough to eat. Just added them to a pot with a little bit of honey for sweetener and let that simmer. While the strawberries were cooking, I got started on the snack, and for this week I decided to make some oven roasted honey sriracha pumpkin seeds. For this, all you really need to do is lay out your pumpkin seeds on a pan, and for the glaze, it's just honey, a little bit of sriracha, paprika, ginger powder, sea salt, maple syrup, and olive oil. I would give you the measurements, but it's all pretty much just a taste and make it the way you like it. Then I mashed up the strawberries before adding the glaze to the pumpkin seeds and using a fork to spread it evenly before popping it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. By now, the dough has rested enough that I could shape it into the bagels. I had a pot of boiling water ready with some maple syrup, and I let it boil on both sides for about 2 minutes before adding the topping of my choice, and I chose everything bagel seasoning. Those are going to go into the oven for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and after the pumpkin seeds have cooled fully, I set it in a jar. Now that all of the snacks and breakfast are pretty much done, I am getting started on prepping our lunches. And I quickly made cauliflower rice just by chopping up the cauliflower, blending it, and then straining it to get all of the moisture out. I sauteed it on a pan with salt and pepper to taste before sectioning it off in our containers. I did use a whole head of cauliflower and was a little off by the portions, so for the last container, we just used avocado for the healthy carb. For our protein, I made Korean beef, which is just ground beef, brown sugar, soy sauce, garlic, and salt and pepper. I made the sauce in a separate bowl and waited till the beef was almost cooked through before pouring it in and mixing it until it was evenly combined, and then I added it to the containers. The chicken stock has been on the stove for 7 hours now, so it's ready to be jarred. Last week, we made the mistake of closing the jars while the stock was still hot, and 2 of the jars ended up exploding, and it was a mess everywhere, so we definitely learned our lesson with that. We needed more veggies in our diet, so I threw in some sheet pan vegetables, and that was the last thing I was adding to our lunches. And that sums up our prep for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you on my next video.